Football isn't always fancy footwork and flawless goals. Sometimes it's an all-out war zone. We're talking red cards flying, fans losing it, punches thrown, and some of the wildest moments you'll never believe happened on a pitch. This isn't about tactics. This is raw emotion, absolute chaos, and maybe even a few flying kicks. Let's get into it. Zidane's headbutt, the most iconic meltdown.
He's found Del Piero.
Zidane, a football legend, one match away from retiring with glory. But then, Materazzi whispers something. We still don't know exactly what, but it triggered Zidane instantly. He turns, walks, bam, headbutts Materazzi in the chest. Not a scuffle, a straight-up knockout move in the biggest game of his life. Red card, silence. He walks past the World Cup trophy alone. France loses. The world watches in shock. That wasn't just a red card, that was a legend exploding on the world stage. Battle of the Bridge, Spurs versus Chelsea. This wasn't a match. It was carnage disguised as football. Tottenham needed a win to stay in the title race. Chelsea, already out, but ready to drag Spurs down. Dyer, flying into everyone. Dembele gave Diego Costa an eye massage with his fingers. Hazard scores the equalizer and kisses Spurs' dreams goodbye. 9 yellow cards, 0 chill. Players are nearly brawling. Pochettino is trying to referee himself. It ended with Chelsea giggling and Spurs losing everything. Pure football mayhem. Keane versus Haaland, the revenge tackle.
2001, Keane finally saw his chance for revenge. As Haaland ran past him, Keane lunged.
This one was personal. Roy Keane waited years to get revenge on Erling Haaland. And when the moment came, he didn't just foul him, he destroyed him. A brutal knee-high lunge. Haaland collapses. Keane stands over him and screams like a Viking. Afterward, Keane said in his book, "I did it on purpose. No apologies, no regrets. Just vengeance in the form of studs to the knee." PSG versus Marseille. Neymar snaps.
Benedetto with a little nudge on Paredes. That was deliberate.
It started with trash talk, ended with 5 red cards. Neymar accused Alvaro Gonzalez of a racial slur. Then, all hell broke loose. Slaps, hair pulls, flying kicks. Kurzawa looked like he was in Street Fighter. Paredes versus Benedetto looked like 2 bulls locking horns. The ref couldn't keep up. 5 reds in 2 minutes. Neymar walked off pointing fingers and shouting, "He said something racist." Fans online went ballistic. Replays everywhere. And League One, suddenly a contact sport. El Clásico 2001, eye pokes and elbows. Barcelona versus Real Madrid, aka Mortal Kombat with shin guards. This wasn't just a heated rivalry, it was personal. Players hacking each other, dives everywhere. Then, Jose Mourinho, the manager, sneaks behind Tito Villanova and pokes him in the eye. Tito shoves back. Mourinho acts like nothing happened. The crowd? Stunned. That wasn't a football match. That was political warfare with studs. Messi versus Netherlands. What are you looking at, Bobo?
Y bueno, lo ha demostrado. Y hay también otro cruce más que se da.
2022 World Cup, Argentina versus Netherlands. Messi scores. The game gets nasty. Tackles everywhere. Trash talk non-stop. It ends with Argentina winning on penalties, but the drama wasn't done. Messi walks past Dutch striker Weghorst and barks, "Que miras, bobo? Anda pa allá." Translation: What are you looking at, dummy? Get out of here. 17 yellow cards. Fights after the whistle. And Messi turns into the angriest goat in Qatar. Battle of Old Trafford, Arsenal versus Manchester United.
Get their draw, but it's not finished yet. They're all around Ruud van Nistelrooy.
It's 2003. Manchester United gets a last-minute penalty. Van Nistelrooy steps up and hits the bar. Then chaos erupts. Arsenal's Keown jumps in his face, fists clenched, roaring. The rest of the Arsenal squad piles in. Pushes, slaps, screaming. Post-match, Arsenal players were fined like they'd committed a heist, but to fans, it was revenge, payback, pure chaos, and the beginning of an unforgettable rivalry. Brazil versus Colombia. Neymar's World Cup ends in pain. Brazil 2014. Neymar shining. Then, boom. Zuniga's knee goes straight into his back. Neymar drops, doesn't get up. The medical team rushes in. Broken vertebra, his tournament over. What followed was brutal. Brazil lost their star. The team unraveled. That tackle changed everything. Atletico Madrid versus Man City. Tunnel brawl. Champions League. Tensions rising. Savic drags Foden across the pitch, then grabs Grealish by the hair. The refs are overwhelmed. Players boiling. Final whistle? Doesn't calm things. In the tunnel, another fight, shouting. Security is stepping in. City won, but this was less football match and more fight club with boots. Chile versus Uruguay, the Cavani finger incident.
Es el momento de que lo saquen ya de la cancha, Cavani, basta. Se termine acá.
2015 Copa America. Cavani's walking away, cool and calm. Then Chile's Jara walks up and pokes him in the butt. Yup, with his finger. Cavani turns, slaps him, gets a red. Jara's grin says it all. He baited him, successfully. Dirty games, dirtier tactics, all on live TV. South Korea versus Ghana. World Cup 2022 meltdown.
Right at the end here, World Cup classic. The agony of defeat.
Ghana scores. South Korea is desperate. Ref blows the final whistle before a corner kick. Korean coach Paulo Bento loses it, charges the reference, yells in his face, gets a red card after the game. Fans are throwing things, players screaming, total meltdown. Leeds versus Chelsea, the original bloodbath. Football was different, and the FA Cup final, a full-on street fight. Leeds versus Chelsea, 20-plus fouls, slide tackles that belonged in a war zone. One player even dislocated his shoulder and kept playing. This wasn't football, it was gladiator combat in kits. USA versus Mexico, the grudge match. USA versus Mexico, always intense. But in 2021, it boiled over. Scuffles, trash talk, fans are throwing bottles. One hits Gio Reyna. Coaches arguing. Players are squaring up. Security is needed on the field, not a rivalry, a straight-up battlefield. Suarez bites Chiellini. It's the World Cup 2014. Tension sky high. And just when you think it's a regular clash between Italy and Uruguay, boom. Luis Suarez decides to do Luis Suarez things. A shoulder, a bite. Chiellini spinning around, showing the ref his shoulder like a WWE promo. Everyone's losing their minds. Refs missed it initially, but cameras? Nah, they caught every toothy detail. Suarez gets banned for 9 international matches and 4 months of club football. Madness. Just when you thought biting was reserved for zombies, Suarez strikes again. Battle of the Bridge. Chelsea versus Tottenham, 2016.
Another case of Spurs not being able to get a win here. They've never needed one more than this.
This wasn't a football match, it was war. Tottenham needed a win to keep their Premier League hopes alive, but Chelsea, they weren't having it. Every tackle, full-blooded. Every challenge, borderline red. And then, Eden Hazard pops up with an equalizer that hands the title to Leicester City. Spurs lose their heads. 9 yellow cards, eye gouges, pushing, shoving, chaos. Even Gus Hiddink got knocked over in the scuffle. It was called the Battle of the Bridge, and it earned that name with every kick, scream, and punch thrown. Pepe goes full villain versus Getafe.
Quiero con Pepe, Casquero, le tira Pepe. Ojo, Pepe.
You want rage? We're talking about a full-blown dark villain arc here. Real Madrid's Pepe in 2009 lost the plot. He fouls Javier Casquero in the box. Fine, happens. But then, it flips. He kicks Casquero twice while he's down, punches another Getafe player, insults the ref, all in the same 30-second meltdown. Red card? Of course. But also a 10-game ban. It wasn't just a red mist, it was a full thunderstorm. You don't just lose it like that and walk away clean. Neymar versus Colombia, Copa America, carnage.
Kept the ball there. Suggestive handball there as well.
Copa America 2015. Neymar is frustrated, fouled again and again. Colombia's defenders are all over him. But when the whistle goes, Neymar blasts the ball at a player's back. Then he headbutts another, red card. But wait, he's not done. He waits in the tunnel and reportedly tries to confront the ref. Ends up with a 4-match ban and a whole lot of headlines. That wasn't flair, that was fury. And it boiled over on the world stage. So yeah, football can be poetry, but sometimes it's chaos in cleats. When emotions take over, when rivalries burn hot, when trophies are on the line, this sport shows its savage side. From Zidane's headbutt to Neymar's slap, these moments remind us. Football isn't just a game, it's drama, it's war, it's magic. Got a favorite heated moment? One that still makes you scream? Drop it in the comments. Like the video if your blood pressure went up, and subscribe for more football madness. Until next time, keep your head up unless you're Zidane.